Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the 8th layout using the February hip kit, and I'm showing you some of the stuff that I might be using. A lot of it is scraps from the 6x6 paper pad. In the color add-on we had some Dilutions paint, and I'm going to be using the bubble gum, and then I'm going to be using one from my stash, and I'm going to be using the black one. And I'm going to be using this wonderful pattern paper from My Mind's Eye, and I'm just going to punch out. And this one is from We Are Memory Keepers, I think. And it went by pretty quickly there. And my screen is so small. I wish they would make the screen a little smaller or bigger, just so that you could, see a little better. And I'm going to use that pink polka dot as the background. And then the pattern paper that I had used in my last layout, and I said, it wasn't my favorite layout. I love the paper, but to me, it was just too many colors on one little spot. And because I like to pick a couple of colors and I go with it. So this time around, I'm going to go with the pinks and the blacks, and or pink and black. And so what I'm doing is I'm just taking one of my circle punch from EK Success, and it was 1 3/8, and I punched out the pink circles from the My Mind's Eye pattern paper. And now I'm taking that other pattern paper that I had used last kit, and I kind of went specific on that pattern paper, and I just chose all the little circles that were either pink, black, and white, or one of those combinations. So there's little circles that have little chevrons on it, diagonal lines. There's some circles that have some pink and black together, and I really like that. I like that I was able to zone in on some of the colors, and I'm actually going to do this on a couple more layouts where I'm just going to, I think one of that pink pattern papers, the My Mind's Eye, I end up using a whole sheet of that pattern paper that I just punch out all the circles. And I've said that before, I usually pick 1 or 2 pattern papers from the kit, and from the get-go, I just cut everything up from that sheet if it's cuttable. So from the get-go, I had cut out that We Are Memory Keepers pattern paper with all the doors, and I just figured that I would just use it as a base for my embellishment clusters. And it works on just about any layout. You could do, if you're doing a layout about your house, but this picture is about a scrapbooking store that we went to, and it was really close to our campground in the campground's not in Boston. It's in near Foxborough, but this scrapbooking store, I calculated, looked at the time when we left our campground, and we could actually use all little back roads to get there, and we were there in less than 10 minutes. It was awesome. I just wished that I had, unlimited funds to go. And it was funny because when I walked in, I was like, yeah, I probably won't be long because it's probably going to be way more expensive than it is online. And, although, I do like to support little businesses, but if it's like $10 more than what you can get online for an item, I mean, I got to support my family too. And, but I walk in there and all the prices were the same as it was online. So I walked out and my husband was like, I was like an hour in there. I mean, he ended up walking down the street and he went and got a coffee and that kind of stuff. So it was a beautiful day. So he managed to burn some time, but I loved it in that store, and I wish I could have gone again, but I limited myself to going the one time. So then what I decided to do was I took all those little circles that I had punched out or cut out, and I decided to make sort of my own background. So I'm taking my quick dry adhesive and glued it down, and this is an empty bottle that I bought at Simon Says Stamp, and it's called Stampendous, because I couldn't get that fine liner anywhere. Since then, I managed to find it at Simon Says Stamps stamp, they came back in stock, and so now I've moved over my quick dry adhesive glue over to that. I haven't used it yet. I just got it as I was heading back for my 4-day rotation, and so I managed to put the glue in, but I thought, well, maybe, I'll be able to scrap while I'm on my 4-day rotation. No, this time around, I worked all nights, and I just came home and slept and got up, went on the treadmill and shower and went back to work. So that's all I did. So this is where I end up using the Dilution ink because I wanted to accent some of those circles a little bit more. So I took shook up the dilutions to make sure that the color is well spread. And then I just took the nozzle and kind of did messy circles around each circle. So I did some in pink, and now I went to my stash and I got the black dilution, which I've had for quite a while. And you saw I just opened it up, and I'm going to use it on this layout. So that's what I like, because I get the color add-on from the Hip Kit. Some stuff I've had in my stash, maybe in different colors and stuff, but I haven't used it yet. So by having it in the kit, it gets me to, oh yeah, I have some of that stuff. And then I go dig into my stash, and it makes me use up some of what I have. And I love that. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love my toys, my scrapbooking toys. I do have a lot of stuff, but I do scrap a lot. Last year I managed to get 240 layouts. Now this year I've brought it down to, my goal is 180 plus my Project Life layouts, and but I try to use up different things, and because of health reasons, in February I managed to just work with my Hip Kit. I wanted to do a kit love as my challenge, so I had chosen my Chamel collection, and it's still all together. I plan on, it's going to be a little late because I wasn't feeling good in February, so I didn't get too much done. I still plan on working with that Chamel collection, and because me and my friend plan on getting together like once a month, and so probably it won't be filmed, but I'll share the layouts that I get done. And but I love playing with all different kinds of toys. So I did get a question whether or not from Kelly. I'm still going to work with that Chamel collection, and yes, I will. I'm going to be a little bit delayed just because of how I was feeling and stuff, but I'm starting to feel a little better, a little of adjusting time, because I'm back to work. So just getting back into that routine of doing 12-hour days, and night shifts and stuff. And so I'm still adjusting, but I will, I'm getting back into it and getting into my routine again. And I did get a few questions because quite a bit ago I talked about that I was working on a class, and I still am. I had, again, because of health reasons, I kind of put it on the back burner, but it's sort of on the front burner again. I haven't turned on the oven yet. Haven't turned on, like I said, the oven yet, but I will in the next few weeks, because I was out for so long. Even though I was home, I didn't get anything done because all I did was sleep. And so now I'm doing a bit of catch up, and once that I feel I've kind of caught up on life, then I'll put that on the front burner and turn that burner on high. And I'm hoping to have it done before the summer. I've decided to scale it down a little bit. I was going to do like 25 videos, and but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in smaller chunks, and what that means is it's going to be not as expensive, the class, and I'll do like 10 videos instead of 25, and then maybe I can offer it more often, new ones more often if it's smaller, because then I can get it done faster too. So just a little update on that, because I did have a few questions about that, so I thought I'd let everyone know. So what I did was I ended up using a bunch of 6x6 pattern papers, and I used one in its entirety, and the black and white one with the XOXO, I actually cut it in half, and then I ended up piecing it back together because I wanted it to stick out to the right also. And then I mounted the photo. I cut it down to about 4x4, mounted it on pink cardstock. I had a scrap of other pink pattern paper, and then I started working on my clusters. I used some of those doors from the We Are Memory Keeper pattern paper. I did use one of the chipboard sticker. It was a frame. I cut it in half, and I love doing that. I put the bottom part to the bottom of the layout, and it says "So Loved." And then the top part, I just put it to the top left, and then I love building a little cluster around that. So I took a die cut that says "Oh My," and then there was another little die cut that came in the kit and said "So Cute." I used a wood veneer that says "Happy," and I'm going to glue it right there on top of that frame. And then I did end up using another die cut that came in the die cut package, and it's just a pink label, and I stuck it underneath, so then it kind of creates that there's no trap white space. And then what I'm doing also is in those circles, I'm adding some embellishments. So some of them I end up putting a little heart that came in the one of the die cut packages, and then I'm going to put some enamel dots to the top of that too. And now I'm looking at, what other stuff I can add to these clusters. And I end up adding a couple of doors. Again, like I said, it really works well with a lot of the layouts, because this works well because it's sort of like represents the front door of the house. Or if like the other one was a Boston and picture, and it was of all the buildings, well, it kind of represented all the buildings. And now I'm trying to see if I can stick another piece of that like a pattern paper in there, and I believe I decide against it. I'm just going to use that little door, and I want to use that little arrow that was a little die cut from one of the die cut package. And while I'm just finishing that up, I just want to let you know, I have so many plans, for my YouTube channel, from my Facebook group. Like I said, some classes that is just brewing up in my brain. The problem is my brain works faster than my body can work. So, but I have some planning to do. So I have my planners already, and I'm starting to plan some stuff. And I know I am going to do a video about my different planners and how I plan on using them. This time around, all I have is 3 days off, so I probably won't get it done in these 3 days off, because we have a bunch of stuff we got to get it done around the house. I plan on getting 6 layouts done though, but that's probably all I'm going to do, and maybe 1 page of Project Life. I'm hoping to start working on my February kit, my February layout for Project Life. I plan on finishing my February kit for the hip kit. I think I might have 2 or 3 layouts left, and that's it. And then start working with my March kit. And so I'll be uploading the rest of the February kits layouts though before I upload March kits. And now I'm working on my title, and I used the pink thickers that came in the embellishment add-on, and then these shimmery ones, the glitter ones, came in last month's kit, the January kit. And I always keep that stuff really close by, so that if I see an opportunity that I can use up some of that older kit, I'll do it. I'll use it up. So my title is just going to be Happy Place, because it truly is. It truly is my happy place. Around here, like where I live, we have Michael's. We do have one local scrapbook store, and it's about 45 minutes from my house, but it's about double to triple the price than what it is online. And I understand that she needs to, make her money and stuff, but for me to waste the gas to go there, it's about the price of shipping, right? And then everything is so much cheaper online, and even with the exchange, it still makes it so that it's a little cheaper or just about the same, but then I don't have to leave my house, which we're down to one vehicle right now. So for me to go anywhere is really hard, because when I'm not working, I'm stuck at my house because we only have the one vehicle. Our second vehicle broke down and it's just not worth fixing. So we're in the market to be purchasing a second vehicle. So we'll be doing that in the next month, but we're not in a rush. We don't like to rush into things, because then you tend to make quick decisions, and we really want to take our time and just choose sort of the perfect car for us. So that's it. That's going to wrap up this 8th layout, and here are some close-ups of each of the little embellishment clusters. And I really enjoyed doing this layout, and I'm going to use this, I guess, not technique, but this using those little circles and gluing them down all over, the layout on a few more layouts coming up. So thanks for watching. Bye.